Good day, everybody. This is the first lesson of English medium lesson series, the SDLC, that is System Development Life Cycle. I'm actually hoping to provide you with different lesson series for that Pascal development, programming language, and the first lesson of the grade 11 will be covered with that lesson. Before that, I hope to review this lesson, that is SDLC, that is System Development Life Cycle, or Software Development Life Cycle, you can call it as like that. And okay, now with this lesson, we are going to learn how an information system or a software actually develop, what are the steps we are taking in order to create a software. So that is what we are going to actually discuss here. So first of all, we should know what is a system. Actually, a system is a collection of components that interact to achieve a specific task or a goal. Now, if you see my single medium lecture, there is single medium lecture about these information systems, and there we talk widely about system and widely about information system. So with that, you can earn a lot of knowledge about these systems. Okay. However, now this is the integration of several components which aims to achieve a specific task. So here with this system, so we should be able to develop a system to a computer. So when now here with this lesson, actually we are mainly focusing on the information systems. So now here, if we consider the basic components of the information system is the input, then the process, then the output. There should be an input process, where the data should be input, then those data should be processed in order to create the output as information. So the basic components of the information system is this input, process and output. So if you have understand that, then let's see where are the actually what are the things when we are considering about an information system. If before that, we have to discuss school as a system. Now, if you take the school as a system, the objective of the school is to produce good citizens to a country, right? So the input may be the children who are at the school. Preferable age for the school can input into the school. Then those students go under this teaching and learning process. Finally, we hope that the child would become a good citizen to the country. So if that happens, the goal of a school system can be taken as achieved, right? Okay, now if there is a system, so now when we come to the information system, the input should be the data, and there are many processes in order to create information, right? So a system converting data into information is an information system. Okay. Now we know what information system is basically. So in creating this type of information system, when we look at the environment, right? There are two types of information systems. Mainly we find the manual information system, which will be available in any business organization or sometimes with people when they do their day-to-day activities, day-to-day business activities, things like that. So they create a manual information system. Normally, it will be coupled with a database, right? They collect data. Finally, they enter those data into some processes. Finally, they create information. Based on those information, they take decisions. So, manual information systems are actually very widely we can find them, but still they have many problems in creating the good information. Actually, the information systems leads the way to identify. I mean, using information system, people should be able to take decisions, right? So these information systems, manual information systems, are actually widely found, but they have their own default problems. And yes, there is this computerized information systems where we input information and we take the decision. But here, the information system we are talking about in this lesson, now we talk about the information system which create output as information as output, right? So we input data into this, right? So actually, what are the inputs of this manual information system or any other information system? There are sometimes. Now, if you take a school manual information system, the student's details may be the input. Okay, for example, name of the student and the relevant year. Yes. Then the process is find the index number of the student, find the personal file according to the index number. You know that the personal files are kept in a room most of the time. It is called a record room. Then extract the required information for the relevant year from the file, then prepare a report using this information. So this system is totally manual and it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of labor, right? So it is, we can't say actually it is efficient. It is most of the time inefficient, right? So we take output as the progress report on the student for the relevant years. That kind of outputs can be obtained. So manual information system, what we can see is it's very inefficient, right? So we move into the computer-based systems. So when we come to the computer-based information systems, they are actually based on the input devices, the processor, the storage media, and the output devices and the people. So these 5 components are there: the input devices, the processor, we can take it as the hardware, then the output devices, right, storage devices, and the people who are working with that. So computer-based information system based on these 5 components. So what are the advantages of this computer-based information system? Yes, obviously it is very speed than the manual system, and so that we can take it as an efficient system, and we have to spend rather minimum cost in maintaining this one. But to initiate, yes, of course we have to spend some money, but after that the maintenance cost and operational cost will be rather minimal than a manual system. So we can we can provide a variety of services with these computer-based systems very efficiently, because we rather than the manual system, it is equipped with a lot of different facilities. Yes, these kind of services are there, right? Actually, these kind of advantages we can obtain from this computer-based information system. Right. So if we contrast the computer-based information system with the manual system, yes, with the computer-based information system, the error checking is there. So the errors are minimal. But with the manual system, yes, there is a considerable room for the error, right? Actually, the errors cannot be resolved at that time because there is no any system for that. We have to pay our attention very thoroughly, and we have to do it with a lot of consideration. With a lot of attention actually. So if that is not happen, the manual system may come up with some many of the errors. But with the computer system, yes, there are some methods which we can find the errors on the spot, and we can avoid from the errors, right? Data can be processed more efficiently. Yes, processing of data is less efficient. Large amount of data can be stored in a small physical surface. Yes, we know that we can store the data inside a hard disk, inside pens even. So it takes a very small space, but comparatively the manual system. But in manual system, yes, we require a larger space. Yes, I told you that there is a room called record room. So we have to sometimes allocate a room, sometimes allocate a building for that, and we have to buy filing cabinets, and we have to pay a lot of labor for this, right? And the data security can be ensured with the backups. Yes, you know that this kind of information system can be taken into a pen drive, or other external hard disk, or sometimes to a DVD even. So the certain backups can be kept many places. So the security of the computer-based system is so high. But in manual system, yes, data is open to a lot of threats. Yes, there may be a lot of threats with fire, with sometimes the animals like rats, right? And the people can also access to these manual systems, and sometimes they take the files without any authorization. So it is not safer, right? So the computer-based systems are very much safer. Okay. So those are the advantages with the computer-based information systems and the disadvantages of the manual system. So we move into the computer-based information system. So when we create a computer-based information system, there is a development life cycle there. So that is called a system development life cycle, or you can call it as a software development life cycle. So however, this is called as SDLC as an acronym, right? There are various methods in creating an information system. Out of these methods, the system development life cycle is the main method. Yes, actually, there are many methods, right? But we here at the O-level syllabus, we consider this system development life cycle. So in this system development life cycle, there are 6 steps. First one is identification of requirements. Yes. Now, when we want to create a system or information system, so first of all, we should identify the specific requirement of the client, right? We are creating a system for a specific person, maybe a specific organization. So we have to find the specific requirements that they want this system to use, right? So these requirements are carefully identified, and then the solution will be designed. So that is the second method, the second step. Yeah. When having identified these requirements, we can design the solution. So finally, in designing the solution, yes, there are many methods. We will talk about it at the next video actually. So having designed the solution, we code the solution. Code the solution in the sense, now at the first lesson, yes, you will learn about the Pascal coding. Yes, there are many programming languages, Pascal, Python, Java, C+, and many other, right? So, however, using this kind of a coding system, yes, we code the solution to the computer. Then, having coded the solution, then we have to start the testing and debugging. Testing means we can test whether the desired solution has achieved, right? We can find if there are any errors in coding, right? We can find whether there are some missing parts, right? However, the testing, having done the testing part, then if we can find the errors, yes, most of the time obviously we find errors, then we can debug in the sense we can recorrect these errors. Then having tested and debugged, yes, we can deploy the system in the sense we can provide the solution to the client. We can deploy the system to the organization. There are many deployment methods, we will talk about it later. Then the deployment will happen. Having deployed the system, yes, we have to do the maintenance of the system and for an agreed period of time. So these are the 6 steps in system development life cycle. First one, identification of requirement. Then we design the solution. Having designed the solution, we can code the solution to the computer. Then we can test those coding, and if there are errors, we can debug. Then finally, we deploy the system to the client. Then we will do the maintenance of the system after that. Okay. Now these are the 6 steps in system development life cycle. Okay. Now, as the first video, yes, I should tell you that I'm always trying to create a small video as much as possible. So this is the first things you learned about the system development life cycle. From at the second video, I will discuss with you the steps and methods and some things we are considering in these 6 steps. Then we can finally end the lesson. Okay, so thank you for joining with this lesson, and you can always subscribe the channel, and then you can set the bell icon to all, then you will not miss any lesson. So I hope you will do it and continue with the lesson series. Okay, for today, yes, goodbye.